Okay, today we're going to be reading Fish, Girl of Wrath, which I made when I was 18 in 12th grade / 11th grade. Okay. Here's the title page. Do you like it? I did make it in a state of pure cathartic rage. I was very, very angry. Very angry person. Very murdery person. So this is Fish. Do you like fish? I know you do, because whenever I make fish, you get into the trash. Oh, I don't want to read this, but I will for you because I love you. Look, Debbie, eat your food. Okay, Debbie, look. Let's skip this one. Let's go to the one that I like. Oh, okay, let's do this one. I made this at SVA pre-college. It was in 2014. Okay. Alright, Debbie, look. Okay. This is Fish versus the American Nazis and the Homeless Holocaust.
Ho ho ho! I see you're concerned with our little promotional sign. Do not be afraid. The government has found a way to eradicate the United States' homeless problem and make a profit at the same time. A final solution to homelessness, if you will. The government takes care of you. The government loves you. Do you understand?
And then Fish says, "What's a homeless?" I think I actually had to read this out loud at the end of pre-college, and that was like a horrifying experience for me, and I still have trauma. Still have the nightmares. And he says, "Why, you are, you smelly grease pig, you." And so we reread on. Oh my god, she's eating some of the food. Was she sniffing it? Yes, it's helping. Yay. So government's like, "Will you give us a shot?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And Peggy's like, "Heil Satan, I can't burp when I come in." And then she's going through the building here, and they're like, "This way, little girl." And that one's like, "Right up here to your new destiny." And then the plane takes off and they go, "Oh my god, she's eating the food." "Oh, you're eating the food. I'm so proud of you." "Killed and turned into dog food by Chinese sweatshop laborers." And then she goes out the window. And then Peggy says, "Coming up, something so offensive it becomes a plot point." Because apparently I could joke about grotesque child abuse, but calling a fictional pony gay is wrong, Keith. It's because my teacher, Keith, was one of those super PC people. Like, everybody at SVA was. They called me racist one time. It was on that comic I made called An Afternoon on the Road Chasing Nothing But a Rush, because I put an abbreviation of the N-word in like one of the panels lines, and they didn't like that. I've grown past that. I'm not that child anymore. It was a weird time, 2015. It's when we thought racism was over still, so we were like more chill about it, but apparently that was a mistake. Anyway, so I called Peggy gay a lot. And then Keith was like, "You can't call him gay." And I'm like, "First of all, Peggy isn't a he. How dare you?" It's like an SVA, like, I guess in all schools, the cartoonists, not illustration, cartoonists and animators are all very Steven Universe-y. You know what I mean? Stop biting me. You're bad. I love you. So, yeah. And that used to be the biggest problem, I think. That seemed to be the biggest problem, but now they're not a problem anymore. The problem is the actual Nazis in the street. We were fools. We were misguided. It's very complicated. Oh, yes, eat all your kibbles. You're a very, very good girl. Yes, you are. I don't feel like reading this. Fish versus the Mole People. This is my favorite fish one. I did it in 12th grade after I got done fish number 1 because I realized how much fun I had doing fish number 1. But I had to do fish number 1 in like 10 days at pre-college, and I was also completely sleep deprived because my dorm, we couldn't turn the air conditioning off, so it was freezing every night and I couldn't sleep. And yeah, and I was also super into the left rights then, which should also explain a lot of things.
I wanna take a shit, everybody wanna take a shit. Come on, shit. I wanna take a shit, everybody wanna take a shit.
And this is when I was like, this is fun. This is so much fun. I think it has really good art. I like this story. Except for this page. This page, I got burned out. I was supposed to draw it. I didn't. It just got burned out. Let it fly. But the next page I came back. This page, the fight scene page, I actually gave to my old art teacher from high school, and he framed it and put it in his house. So yay. Shout out Mr. Titford. Everyone likes Mr. Titford. It's true. Oh, and this page, it was supposed to be my art assignment for art class or something, but I cut it up into tiny little pieces and glued them all together to make a comic book page. So I think that assignment may or may not have been completed. So oopsie doopsie. It's just a bunch of buildings that I remembered from New York when I was there for SVA pre-college. There's St. Mark's Place. I really like there because there's edgy 17-year-old or whatever. Trash and Vaudeville. I think they shut down and moved somewhere else. There used to be a comic book shop there too, but they just shut down. Comics industry is dead, sorry. This is the deli / taekwondo or whatever place across the street from the main SVA building where I would get food every day. And there's also bagels around the corner where I would, almost every time I go back to New York, I go to that bagel place to get a bagel and muffin or whatever. And then fish number 3, I think the art is the best, or at least as good as number 2. Story's retarded, and I just gave up at the end. Got burned out. Whoopsie poopsie. I think I was just doing it because I was like trying to recapture the excitement of the other fishes. Rip Fish, 2014 to 2015, and she says, fuck you. Look at this last page. I didn't even give a shit at this point. Do you like that, kitty? I'm so proud of you for eating some of the wet food. You're a good girl. Sorry. You're gonna get hydrated a lot. I just have, this is my box of comics. The comic industry is dead. But when I got into it, when I was a child, there were some good issues running until like crossover-itis and whatever. Event fatigue. Oh, Killjoys by fucking Gerard Way or whatever. I have every single issue of that. That was like the last comic book that I was following. Joker's Daughter. That was also one of the last things. I just liked it because it was Joker's daughter. I know it's really stupid. I know it's really stupid that he shaved his face off. And then she found his fucking stupid shaved off face and taped it to her face. I fucking love Harley Quinn so much. This is also one of the last things I was reading before I stopped reading comics. And then she did like a crossover with Power Girl or something, and I stopped caring. It's like, how embarrassing. I love Harley Quinn so goddamn much. Harley Quinn made me gay. You know that comic book where it's like Harley Quinn and Ivy? It's like they had it in my high school in the library. When I was in high school, literally I would skip lunch every day and just go to the library and read. I read every single graphic novel in there, like several times. I should buy some of those. Good times. Anyway, they had a good selection too. Like, oh my god. One of my favorite ones was House of Clay. Do you like that, kitty? I like the art, I like the story, really inspired me to go out on my own and do shit. And there was also this other one that I forget what it was called, but it was so good. Most of them I liked were about like depressed teenage girls like myself. Like all girls, no boys allowed. Like that one, like Ava's Ghost or something. Just lots of teenage girls who are depressed or angsty, whatever. This is a small printed fish thing. Oh, and I have some before Watchmen. I like the Rorschach one. Most of these I like just because I like the cover, so I got it. Oh, I love Hit Girl and Kick Ass. I have as many of those as I could get my little greasy hands on. Oh my god, I have the Mindless Self-Indulgence comic book. This is so good. I love it. Oh my god, it's bending. I need to keep it better. It's so good, and the art is by Jess Fink, and I love her. Okay? She does porno comics like I did. A lot of these, I like the art, but the story is fucking no-go. It's no good. Look at that. You like it? Sorry. Great art. No idea what it's about. Oh my god, Tank Girl. I want to like Tank Girl, but I can never find it. I can't really get into it. Oh, and I have a lot of Batmans. I really like the Batman. Ew, Endgame. How embarrassing. Death of the Family arc. That arc was really cool, and I like that. So, I have all of those. And I have a ton of random ones, too. I have some scenes that I got from Etsy. This one's What's Your Damage? It's about mental health or something. Scenes are fun in concept, kind of unbearable to actually read. Alan Moore. I love everything he's done. I've been meaning to get V for Vendetta, but I never have because I'm always like, it's too expensive. Like, I should just get it. Whatever. So I have The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. And I have Watchmen, of course. Let me go get Watchmen. Watchmen! This is the first comic book I ever got. And my mom took it away from me immediately because she's like, it has a naked blue guy in it. And it has lots of blood and stuff. So I used to like steal it from her bedroom every day when she was at work. And then I would put it back, I think, before she got home. But they also had a copy at school, and I had read it already like 3 times, so I could just read it at school. Eventually, I stopped putting it back, and I just stole it, and she didn't notice. So, whatever. And I love it so much. I want to grind it up into a powder and shove it up my dick. My school library had like tons of the Sandman stories, so I read pretty much all of these. But I have A Game of You, which is volume 5. Which is the one, the transgender lady and the lesbians, and they go to a magical land and stuff. And I love them. I love this issue. And it's so sad that Wanda died at the end. And I love the part where Barbie comes back and writes her name, her real name, on her gravestone with her favorite color of lipstick. And I also have Death, the High Cost of Living. So I was a really suicidal child, and this has a suicidal child in it who hangs out with death for a day. And she shows him all the living you can get done in a single day. It's a good story. And while we're being angsty, of course I have Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. How could I not? And This makes my dick rock hard, and I was obsessed with it for quite a while. It's exactly what inspired Fish Girl of Wrath. The art style is really similar and everything. Now, like, I'll read it and stuff, and I like the art and stuff, but it doesn't grab me as much. I'm not as angsty. I don't know. And I also have Squee, and oh my god, I've been carrying this around. I also have Everything Can Be Beaten by Crab Scrambly, aka and Jonah Vasquez for some reason. It's around somewhere. Everything Can Be Beaten. Great book. Check it out. It's about a little guy who beats everything in existence until everything dies. It's good. Anyway, and then I also have I Feel Sick by Jonah Vasquez. And this is my favorite thing of his. It's everybody thinks it's the worst and it's bad, which is true. But it's about Debbie, which I named you after. Look at her. It's called I Feel Sick. I relate so hard. It's by Jonah Vasquez, and it was colored by Ricky Simmons, the guy who voices Gurr in Invader Zim. So Gurr colored this, so great. And I just relate so hard, and I love this book. And I named my cat after the main character, and I love her, and I get her relationship problems because I have never had a successful date or relationship. And I also just stay in my house like a weirdo and paint all day. I absolutely love this page where she's hanging out with Johnny the homicidal maniac before he tries to murder her. How embarrassing. I mean, this page right here, like, literally gives me fucking shivers and shit. And then she's like, how long has it been since you drew? And he's like, aside from stick figures, I can't even remember. And what I do remember, I can't relate to. Which, like, I've gone through too. But I don't murder people, so. And then she's like, so, where is it being rerouted to? And he's like, his mind is disintegrating and he's like killing people and he's full of pain. Oh, one more thing. I have the collected works of Filler Bunny because I'm a bad person. This is just a random one. I just got John Deere by Laura Lands. By Monday, I'll be floating in the Hudson with the other garbage. It's really big, really pretty, really good. Like the Umbrella Academy. I love the art. I love Gabrielle Ba. I love the art. The story is an incoherent mess. And I really love Hazel and Cha-Cha and the art. And I drew them when I was like 16 or whatever. The Netflix show, I've seen like the first 6 episodes or something. I love the art though. Okay, this is just a bunch of random ones. I have Flex Mentallo by Grant Morrison. It's supposed to be super deep. I don't really know what the deep meaning is, but I like it. I like the art. I enjoy it. Oh, and I don't know where I found this, but I found the thing it was inspired from. It's the Atlas Man fucking advertisement that Flex Mentallo is based off of. There he is. There's our boy. I also have Batman Through the Looking Glass, where Batman... I love this art. I love this artist, Sam Keith. Kind of makes me nauseous. It's fine. I love these stupid Batman stories where it's just a single story. It's not some stupid, giant, end-of-the-world thing. Little contained story, good art. It's cute. It's amazing. I love it. I also have Four Eyes. This was one of those ones that was in my high school library, and then I bought it because I liked it a bunch. And then I got Final Crisis Aftermath Dance. It's like a bunch of teenagers with stupid, super long names. And then I have Todd, the ugliest kid on earth. I really like this comic book. It was also in my high school. And I like the part where the mom hooks up with some sleazy guy. I really like this art. Ooh, this has a naked lady in it. Nice. the husband and the wife, the parents of this guy, like, they're still together at the end. It's just a crappy marriage that goes on, like most middle America. Oh, and at the end, there's this girl in his class, that's also really ugly and has to wear a paper bag over her face. And they meet, and that's the end. Hooray! I also have My Friend Dahmer, which is an excellent book. I know I have a weird obsession with Dahmer, because he's a cutie pie. We stand Dahmer. Sorry. No, we don't. That's awful. I'm sorry. I have a weird obsession with Dahmer, okay? That's bad. Good girl. Good girl. Eat your kibbles. Let me move them towards you better. There you go. Good girl. Yes. Let's be real. I know my cat is probably going to be dead within a week or something. Oh my god, there's a giant cockroach on the floor. Debbie, kill it! Debbie! Debbie, it's a giant cockroach. Debbie, it didn't die! Debbie is scooting under the couch! Got the bitch. Oh my god, his antenna came off. We have a new friend. Where did he go? Oh, he's at the bottom. That scared the shit out of me. There he is. Okay. I dropped pounds everywhere. He's gonna go outside. I think he's dying. Okay, I'm back. This one came in the mail. My gas bill. Yay.
What the fuck is this?
Looks like my gas bill is exactly $10 this month. It just gets automatically deducted and they just send me a thing how much it is. And then, hooray! A busted pregnancy test because I got raped in the bathroom a few months ago and haven't got my period. Yay! Yay! So we're gonna find out. Good! Back to comics. The Steig album. My parents had this book of comics by this guy called something Steig. William Steig. He did for like a magazine or whatever. I used to read it all the time when I was a child. I saw it in that place on 2nd Street. What's it called? Book Trader at 2nd Street in Philly. And I saw it and it was really cheap, so I got it. And I also had a bunch of credit, so I didn't actually pay for it because I had credit for trading in shitty books that I found in thrift stores for like 50 cents. That's how you do it. 1 and 2. Very depressing, great art, very important book. I went to the Memorial of Murdered Jews when I was in Berlin, like last week or whatever. It made me cry a lot. All those murdered innocent people. Cool. Anyway, and I also have Fun Home by Alison Bechdel. I used to think I was straight. This helped with that. Helped that. And then I guess this is the last thing I have, and then I'll fuck off. Okay, I have One Punch Man. I have the first 3 volumes. That's 1. Do you like it? That's 2. Janos is hot. Egg X toaster, am I right, guys? And that's 3. This art is so good. Oh, poor kitty cat. Just trying to make her comfortable. This is awful. You know, it's a good show, Panty and Stocking. Okay, I haven't eaten all morning, and it's almost 1 because I've been having a hard time eating while my kitty cat is dying. So we're gonna go try to eat some food. Also, I've been panic knitting this sweater. It's gotten pretty good so far. This is what we have. This is gonna be the back of it. Yay. Panic knitting. It's a thing. More panicking. Yay. You're a good girl. I love you.